Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a tool called Procdot, which combines Process Monitor from Sysinternals and wireshark output or any software that generates PCAP files. So if you forward and locate the PCAP files and the Procmon output, this Procdot utility or software is going to show us a visual way how the process occurs or what the process accesses in the file system, what registry keys does it create or modify along the way. So to create a PCAP file, I will use wireshark, and to create the Procmon output, of course, I'm going to use Process Monitor from Sysinternals, and I'm going to start capturing, and then I will enter and run a command on PowerShell that downloads Mimikatz from GitHub. And I'm also going to capture all the traffic, and when I reference these PCAPs and dumps in Procdot, it will create me a visual map of how this process actually initiates a connection with github.com and how it downloads which registry this process modifies, accesses while this operation. Let me start the Wi-Fi capture to capture the whole traffic, and then I will also start the Sysinternals. Before starting the Sysinternals, be sure to unselect, disable show resolved network addresses. Let me start the capture. Then I'm going to run the PowerShell command. Let me put it this way. And let me copy. Invoke web request and then github parrot-sec mimikatz and out file windows temp archive.zip. So let's see what happens. Okay, it downloaded it and basically put the file in Windows temp directory. So I have tweaked with Microsoft Defender on my machine, so it may not create an alert for Mimikatz. I can just finish the capture on both sides, and on wireshark I'm gonna save this file. Let me just save it in desktop, but while saving it I'm gonna save it as K12 text file, because that's the file format the Procdot is using. So I'm gonna just save it pwsh demo and then save. And for process monitor, you have to disable and enable advanced output as well. And let me just go to file and then click save. And while creating the file, you have to choose comma separated values. And by default, it will create the file in System32, which I don't want. I just want to save it all in the desktop. So go to desktop and save it. And CSV, do not forget that. Okay, it's taking some time because there are 720,000 events to be stored in a CSV file, and it's gonna take a minute, I guess, to create this big file. Okay, it's done. What I need right now is to locate these things. So for Procmon, I'm going to create selected log file, and then for window, I'm going to use the pwsh demo file. Okay, so let's click refresh. When you click it, it will do its magic, but you need to wait based on the dump of the Procmon as well. It's gonna take a while to generate that visual output. And after waiting a couple of seconds, you can click these three dots, which enables you to analyze the Procmon file. In the next window, you will see the processes on the system. Then you're gonna focus on the process that you want to focus on, or get details about it, or view as a map. So right now it is analyzing the Procmon file, and after that you will see the next screen. I want to get details about this PowerShell.exe process. I'm just waiting for it. So it's telling me, hey, these are the processes, and I'm interested in this one, PowerShell.exe. Let me just double click and refresh again. And now it's gonna create this graph, which we are all interested in. Okay, wonderful. PowerShell.exe, let me make it full screen. PowerShell.exe, if I can go up. Okay, PowerShell.exe has a thread called 5508, which interacts with other file paths. Here it creates a file, it creates another file, another file. Since this process downloads something, that's why we see this PowerShell.exe makes a connection with the IP address 140.82.121.3. So the amazing thing is that when you click this at the left bottom side, it will create a film. So we can also change the FPS on the right bottom side. I'm just gonna click 1 FPS. So you are gonna watch this, how this process interacts with the file system, registry, and other artifacts that you didn't know before maybe. So let me just start this animation, and it's gonna tell me, hey, it created conhost and then created this PS file. I'm just waiting. It creates another PowerShell script, another file. It's just very interesting to see it happen. PowerShell creates another thread, and then it goes to registry keys here. You can see software, Microsoft Windows, internet settings, and then it also writes to console history.txt file. And then PowerShell.exe creates a TCP connection to this IP address. And it's not done. There is a lot of, you can also check from the bottom. So it is downloading or creating the file called Windows temp archive.zip in that file path. You can also change the FPS, but that's just very great to watch how the command line does its job. Okay, it's also color coded, meaning these blue events are related with this IP address, and the orange ones are related with this file called archive.zip. When I run the PowerShell.exe, it creates a thread, and then this thread also creates PowerShell scripts, creates files, which then become interacted with the registry here, intranet name, proxy bypass, intranet, zone map, auto detect, and then it writes to the console host history.txt. Because I enabled PowerShell history, that's why the command that I have written and ran is there. We can also check it, but it's not in the focus of this video. And then PowerShell's process and the thread which creates this archive.zip file. If we went over to see Windows temp, I guess we will find the archive.zip. And that's it for this video. If you like this video, like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.